Hey guys. All right, I'm going to try this today and see. I'm going to use my headset. I want to see if the sound is a little better. I felt like it was a little echoey and tinny before. So let me know if this is any better at all, and I will keep using it. Secondly, I want to let you know that there are 6 problems in this section. These are the ones I noticed that I had the lowest performance on in Alex. And I want to make sure you know how to do these. So what I'm going to do, because we're taking the test tomorrow and the next day, hopefully, if everything works out right technologically, um, I want to make sure you know how to do these and do these well. These are some of the toughest problems as far as keeping your order straight. And I also want you to know how to check them, which is really, can be really tedious. And although it's not hard mathematically, sometimes you need to take a breath and and be like, okay, no, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's weird. I'm getting all kinds of fractions. It's weird, but it's okay. So I need you to go through that because at the end of this, I'm actually going to ask you to do a performance-based assessment. And what that is going to be is I'm going to ask you to send me a video of you solving a problem and checking it. And so it'll give you time to be able to work the problem and make sure that it's correct and know how to check it. But I want to make sure you know how. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do the problem. Okay. And then tomorrow, I'm going to give you videos on how to check the problem. I know that it seems like they should go together, but I feel like I want to go ahead and get you working on this, and then we'll do the check. Okay? All right. I'm going to check out. I look like a gamer. Woo! All right. I'm so not a gamer. All right, here we go. So again, we have, nope, sorry, peeps. I have to pay attention to my tab. So again, we have the situation where they have put the numbers and variables at different levels. Notice this x. Why is it down there? It should be in the numerator. That is x over 1. It's really saying 3/4 of a whole number, and x should be over 1, as is 2. So when I rewrite it in that way. Notice I put the x on the top, okay, and I put the 2 on the top. So if I were to draw a line, I keep everything at the right level. All right, the reason why is because we want to make sure when we're multiplying fractions, we keep the numerator and the denominators in the right place. All right, I'm going to go back because I want you to write this down. Okay, what we're going to do today is learn how to clear fractions in equation. Now, if you're really good at fractions, you actually don't have to do this, but most of us like to do this because fractions are very tedious and it's much easier to work with whole numbers, or integers really. So it's much easier to clear it. There is a trick to doing this, and I want you to write this. Actually, I'm going to use this one. Ooh, I'm going to use hot pink. God, sorry about that. Here we go. Hey, but it doesn't, it won't let me do it. Won't let me pick the color. Okay, well, whatever. All right, so I want you to write this down. To clear fractions. It's a cool trick. You need to multiply, and I mean every term, okay, by the, there, that's how I'll fix that, LCD, least common denominator, or LCM if you want. Least common multiple is the same thing. Okay, but basically we're looking at the denominator. So here we go. Okay, I'm going to put that back on pointer, and I got my black. Okay, we're good to go. All right. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and get it zoomed in a little bit. Okay, so notice what we have here is a 4 and a 12. Okay, we also have a 1 here. Okay, but the least common denominator between 4 and 12 is 12. So we are going to multiply, and I'll just put that over here on the side, like, oh, hey, LCD equals 12. Okay, we're going to multiply everything by 12. So I'm going to rewrite this as this. I'm going to write everything multiplied by 12. 3/4 x times 12 minus 2 times 12 equals 5/12 times 12. Okay, now you are welcome to multiply this out. Like this is 12 over 1. And you can multiply 3 times 12 to get 36 over 4. I'm going to go ahead and do that to show how to do this, but if you know how to cancel common factors and you know that 4 goes into 12 3 times and then you get 9x, you could do that. But I'm going to show you the simple way, or I should say with no tricks. You get 36, sorry. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry. That's so ugly. 36x over 4 minus 24 equals 60 over 12. Okay, if we multiply numerator and denominator, 60 over 12. This simplifies to 5. That's why you could have just canceled those if you wanted to and jumped to here. Okay, I'm going to copy that down underneath it. And then what 36 divided by 4 is 9x. And then you simply solve it from here. I'm going to add 24 to both sides and I will get 29. And the answer is 29 over 9. Okay. Now, right there is where you need a little bit of, what do you call it? I guess faith and trust. Because that is one heck of an ugly answer, right? You think there's no way that could be the right answer. Okay, I can tell you it is the correct answer and we will check it tomorrow. Okay, next problem. Take a look here. Everything is already at a really nice level. Okay, this is solving linear equations with basically you have a variable that occurs twice. Okay, so that's how this is different. Okay, let's take a look at this one. You need to figure out what the LCD is. What do 3, 15, and 5 all go into? My trick again is to start with the largest number and ask if the other two go in there. So 15 is large. Does 5 go into 15? Yep. Does 3 go into 15? Yep. So therefore, the LCD is 15. We are going to multiply everything by 15. So I'm going to actually zoom in a little bit. So we're going to go B over 3 times 15 plus 2 over 15 times 15 equals V over 5 times 15. And then you can multiply across. This time I'm actually going to show you the simpler way. I always debate, honestly. I have a hard time debating whether I show it or not. But here we go. So if you multiply it across, you get 15 over 3 or 5. But you could also just go 3 goes into 15 5 times. It's not called cross multiplying. It is called canceling common factors. We always put the number in front, the constant in front of the variable, 5v. 15 plus 2 equals 5 goes into 15 3 times, 3v. If you had trouble with this step, you need to actually multiply it out and then simplify the fraction. That is fine. Okay, so now I have v's on this side and on that side. So I'm going to get them to one side. So I subtract v from both sides. And we get 2 is equal to negative 2v. And therefore, divide both sides by negative 2. V is equal to negative 1. All right, and that's the answer to that one. Now, I read it backwards and forwards, you guys, that's fine. Some people like to rewrite it. V is equal to negative 1. You don't have to. This is the answer. Okay. I'm going to do one more problem on this video, and then I think I'll switch. All right. Again, we have the situation where they put the V down. We'll put it up. Here we go. Again, I think the only way this is slightly different is that we have a negative involved. Okay. So here we go. I think I accidentally left it there. Yep, I did. Here we go. Okay, so what is the least common denominator between 5, 3, and 9? Always start with the biggest number. And you go 9 times 1 is obviously 3 and 5 don't go into 9. 9 times 2 is 18. 3 goes into 18, but 5 doesn't. Okay, you might already be able to predict 9 times 3 is 27. 5 doesn't go into 27. 9 times 4 is 36. 5 doesn't go into 36. You might have been able to predict that it was 45. Okay, so we're going to multiply everything by 45. So I'm going to try moving this over a little bit further because last time I ran out of room. 6, let's try again. 6/5 v, 6v over 5, sorry, or 6/5 v times 45 minus 1/3 times 45 equals negative 7/9 times 45. Okay, all over 1, 1, 1. All right, so 5 goes into 45 9 times. So 9 times 6 is 54v. 3 goes into 45 15 times. So minus 15 equals 9 goes into 45 5 times. 7 times 5 is 35. Okay, we're going to add 15 to both sides. Okay, you can show your work if you want to. I'm going to jump to 54v equals 20. Negative 20, sorry. Negative 20. Then we're going to divide both sides by 54. Right here, again, take a deep breath. Holy crap. Look at what they're doing. They're giving you some crazy fractions. Okay, I'm going to go back up here. What goes into both 20 and 54? And that is 2. Okay, so we are going to divide by 2. So we're going to get v is equal to negative 10 over 54 divided by 2 is equal to 2 goes into 26. Is that correct? Yeah, 26. Okay, it's still divisible by 2. So we're going to get negative 5/13. And I think that's wrong. Let's see.